Bonjour, everybody. Hello and welcome. The riders, as we went live, the riders have just gone over the finish line for the first time in the Champs-Élysées. 5 laps to go, 33.6 kilometers to go. Let me know if you're in the chat. Let me know where you're watching this from. Let me know if you are currently watching the Tour de France. Let me get your predictions on who you think is going to win the race. The Sprinters World Championships. But is it a Sprinters World Championships? And there's no real sprinters there. Mamma mia. That's Italian. Mid. Let me know in the chat when you're there. Let me know what's happening. Let me know where you're watching this from. If you're even there. Let's get monetized. Let's monetize the hell out of this. This stream. Karina, Charlie. You hope not Cav. You hope Cav's not going to win this. Why would you not want Cavendish to win this, Karina? I mean, if Ewan was in there, I understand that. Oh, nice one, Simon. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me then, Simon, but if you can hear me, hello. As you'd expect, on the Champs-Élysées, a group of riders have gone up the road. They only have a few seconds at the minute. Yeah, Karina. All right, let's chat about that. Hey up, Lord. Hey up, Vig. Ivesu. Evening? Kind of. Afternoon, David. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about Cav and his little outburst. Out of context, complete dick move, right? Complete dick move, right? However, let's put some context behind it. This man has... Go on, Ida. Has been on the rivet for the past... Was it stage 18, I think? Been on the rivet for 18 days. And I know it's no excuse. Hey, Mark, Katie, Howard... He could have handled it better. And I'm surprised he didn't handle it better because he knows the game. He knows that people are watching him 24/7. And for him to have had the outburst he did must have meant that something was seriously wrong with it. Hey up, Gemma. You all right? Lord. Not as big as I hoped for. We'll get to me and my form shortly, but... And the lack of ironing on this shirt as well. Sorry, guys. So I forgive him for that. It's not something that happens all the time, or at least it's not seen that it happens all the time. I don't know him personally, but I know he does have a bit of a personality. But you don't know how close those mechanics are to them. You don't know how nice that mechanic is to him, for instance. That mechanic might think he's an absolute bell end and do shit on purpose to piss him off. You don't know. So, Lord, did you not see it? He went and got on his bike before the start of... I'm sure it was stage 18. And I think the steering head bearings must have been tight or something wasn't right. And he moved his bars like this from side to side. Something was obviously catching, so he had a go. He had an outburst. Gave it one of these. Swore a little bit. Walked off. Yeah, Vesu. It was. Right, I need a cup of tea. So, although Karina doesn't want Cav to win, I personally do. Who do you want? Oh, cheers, Charlie. Who do you want to win today's stage? The only other competition, really, I think, is potentially Wout van Aert. Or is that Connor in the break? Go on, lad. I think it might be Connor in the break. When was the last time a break won on the Champs-Élysées? That's what I'm going to leave you with. Has there ever been one? I don't know. Oh, break's gone. I thought we got away with the break then. But no. 2 riders up front. They're going, excuse me guys, they're going nowhere. EF Pro Cycling rider going off the front. It's fast pace. It's fast pace, this one. I don't know. I can't remember. Really late night, Louis. I was up all night. A friend came round playing the bass with me. Well, I say they were playing the bass. Well, I say playing the bass. They were playing the bass. I was struggling. And yeah, I didn't get to bed till really late. I think that's part of my problem at the minute. My sleep pattern is all over the shank. I know you didn't came here. You didn't come here to listen to my problems. But I'll tell them you if you want. I'll tell you all my problems, kids. Someone has to be the bad guy, you're right. Look at this. It's when you start talking, isn't it? And you realise you've got no... you got too much carbon dioxide within your system. Right, I'm going to make a cup of tea. Cup of tea hasn't been made. It's here. I've concocted it. I just need to let it marinade. I'd like to see Greipel take this. Greipel's on TV currently at the minute, and they're talking about him. I'd like to see Greipel take this if Cavendish doesn't, but I'd also like to see Wout van Aert take it. So I don't really mind who wins it. Ideally Cav, because I want him to take that record, because this is the last opportunity he's ever going to get. I know we're all saying he's on fire, he's on form, he's flying, but you've got to remember there's a lot of top sprinters not here. Mainly Caleb Ewan. Had Caleb Ewan not had that crash on stage 5 with Sagan, I think it'd be a different story now. Whether Caleb Ewan would have made it over the hills, who knows? Would Cav have made it over the hills if it wasn't for the fact that he was in the green jersey during that 3-week period as well? Oh, I'm definitely playing the bass. Hey, Phil, you alright? Katie, how do people know about this? How do people know about this? This David Rainham, Chris Pritchard beef. Who's saying what? What's been said? What have I missed? It is a brew. It's a brew. Quick update as well on the finish line of this year's Tour de France. It's, did they say 200 meters further up the road? So it's not where the normal finish is. It's a bit further up the road. Could be 200, could be 300 meters up the road. What that'll mean and how that'll change things, I don't quite know. It still should be flat. There is a slight gradient up towards the Arc de Triomphe that they go around, but I don't think it should really change anything other than people not having to work their way through the Place de la Concorde and really smash it through there. They don't have to worry so much about positioning, because coming out of that left-right chicane, coming out of that right, was really when the sprint started to really build. But potentially now they can get through it a little bit more and then wind up the sprint a little bit more. It'll still be flat out and pretty fast, but it won't be full gas like it normally would be through there. All right, leave. Apart from all the yawning, hey up, Joe. Simon, apart from all the yawning, what's been your highlight of this year's Tour de France? My money is on Froome. Of course it is a Vesu. Froome has been a bit of a damp squib, hasn't he, to the Tour de France this year. He came... Well, a lot of people thought he was going to Israel Startup Nation to try and take... how many tours he won? 5? 6? I can't remember. His next Tour de France win. 7 Grand Tours? Was it 7 tours? I don't know. Anyway, he was going there to try and win. Then when the team was announced, it was all about Michael Woods going for GC. But the team just fell off a bit of a cliff. There was nothing there. Like, Froome had nothing. Had absolutely nothing all 3 weeks, sorry. And I think we can. I say that. Remember what I said about Cav last year? I made an announcement saying Cav's probably had his last race and he's done. We're never going to see him win again, and look what happened. So I shouldn't really say this, but I don't think we will ever see Chris Froome competing for any form of Grand Tour general classification. I don't even think, by the looks of this, he's got the potential ability to be able to be a domestique for these riders, especially like a Wout Poels was for him, or a Richie Porte has been for Carapaz, or Micah has been for Tadej Pogacar. So, yeah, I think you might be right, if Esso. I think not been great. Yeah. Congrats. Oh, hopefully you've all hydrated as well, Phil. Make a good point there. It has been very, very hot today. I was out this morning. I was out yesterday as well in 38 degrees. It said it was 38. There was no way it was 38. But really struggling. Really struggling. Scott. It's gone. It hasn't. It's gone. I'm not going to sneeze. Mark, too many highlights? Yeah, but give me one. Give me one. That's it, Lord. I'm gonna make a video tomorrow on the top 5 or 6 WTF moments and how Tadej Pogacar won this tour. But I don't think it was him winning it necessarily. I think everybody else just lost it, and they just basically just went, Tadej, come on through, take the lead, and he didn't really. Listen, it's not no way is ever, whether you're first man or Lanterne Rouge, riding the Tour de France is no cakewalk. However, you've got to say he's had one of the easier run-ins to a Tour de France victory than a lot of people ever have, because no one really challenged him. They tried, like, he had an answer for everything. At no point was he like on the ropes, really having to dig in. Even when Vingegaard went, or however you pronounce his name, when he went, he got dropped a little bit, Pogacar, but he had 5 minutes in. He had 5 minutes in hand, so it wasn't like he had to shut that down. He could just roll off a little bit, find his own rhythm, and then off you go again. Hey, Paddy, you all right? Just currently listening to Colton Kirby talking absolute shite again. That is a quality brew. Oh. Currently, we've got DeCoiney Quickstep on the front. Julian Alaphilippe, third wheel. Fourth wheel. Got DSM rider. They think Case Ball's going to take a victory. Watch this now. Watch him take a victory. Today's stream is brought to you in association, of course, with my partner, Cornetto. These have been paid for, by the way. It's not an ad. Hashtag it's not an ad. But there's some juicy strawberry on here. Beautiful, wonderful. I can have behind here. Strawberry sauce going everywhere. 20k to go. 3 laps to go. They've have you seen what they've done here? They've made the course basically narrower, so the riders can't go onto the. Wait, have they tarmac? No, they haven't tarmac this. It looked like they tarmac this for a minute, but you can't go into the. There's like about a foot between the barrier and the curb. Normally down here you'll see the riders hugging the curb where it's just a little bit smoother, but none of that this year. And it is a lot further down this line. This finish line's a lot further down than normal. I mean, all the riders will know about this, and they won't be shocked by this. But still, you've definitely got to judge that effort. Like, muscle memory will come back to Cav, and he'll be thinking where he normally goes. He's just got to hold it back a little bit. DSM to the front. Why? UAE are working their way to the front now. Cav's right at the back of the peloton. He's got one rider behind him. Two riders around him. I'm not sure I'd be willing to be there. Joseph, Carapaz's acting was a good highlight. I was absolutely suckered in by it. I thought he'd blown a gasket. Ooh, Vesso, fair play. It's a highlight of my week by looking at that. Katie, so do I. Do it, Joe. Do it. Even if it don't cool down. Even if it don't cool down, go and do it. You'll enjoy it. You'll be glad. Let me get my chat over here. I can't read my chat when it's over there. There we go. I can see my chat and I can see the screen of the race now. No, Paddy, this is genuine strawberry. Whoever is it? Walls make Cornetto. Who are the phrase for Olympic road race? Not really studied the course, but I think it's a climber's course. I think it's a bit of a puncher's course. Not a full-on climber like Bernal. But Pogacar might. Sorry about that, guys. What's the what for? The sizes. What are sizes? What are sizes, Dan? What are sizes? What sizes? What are sizes? Cheers, Matt. Welcome to the stream if you're new here. This is how we roll. This is why I'll never get a job with Eurosport. I'm a way better presenter, way better commentator than Colton Kirby and Rob Hatch if they were to scissor. But they won't allow it because it's how we roll. No chugs. Hey Paddy, normally they were on offer from Tesco. Normally it's Aldi. It's Aldi specials. When was I scissoring, Katie? Apart from when I was talking about them two, but I was only talking about scissoring because we'd mentioned the word scissors. That's not scissoring. Hey, Carl. Joseph, do it. Petition for me. Get me on the back of the bike. I would blooming love that. Can't speak French like we go. Definitely not going to wear that sheepskin. I was thinking, right, that jacket that Bradley Wiggins is wearing, it's essentially a sheep inside out, isn't it? Because he's got the leather on the outside and the wool on the inside. So they basically killed a sheep, turned it inside out, put a few pockets on it and a zip, and then sold it for like, hey up Tim, for hundreds of thousands of pounds, I bet. Yes, Phil, they're coming soon. Kaiser Soze. Kaiser Soze. Yeah, group rides are coming back to Zwift. Probably, hopefully not too soon, because I'm enjoying the sunshine too much, mate, if I'm honest. Why? Where were the scissors, though, Dan? I don't get it. Where did the scissors come from? Is there a pair of scissors somewhere that you can see? Or was I giving it the big lips? Big licks? I don't remember. Go and share this. Go and share this amongst your peers, please. Go and share it. Because that's what you all are. You're all that. Alright? Other way. Sorry. Oh, right. What's with the scissors? I don't know. I think you can clip videos now. Talking that, I'm going to insert an ad right now. Boom. So if anybody's watching this on the after the fact, then you've just been served an ad. And I've just made 3 pence. Retirement. Right, 3 riders still up the road. They're going nowhere. Big group is just going to start pressing on them. 15 kilometres to go. It's a slow. It's been a slow burner, this one. Lord, what's the elephant? What's the elephant? in the just, Ivesu. In the just. What's... Dan, what are you talking about? Next Grandy, as in next Grand Tour. True. We might see a good Love Welter, to be honest. I know. Lord, I saw it. Right, so oh yeah. I was gonna say I might be able to find more information out about Lord if he follows Niels. However, Lord also follows me on Instagram. Go and follow me on Instagram if you don't do it already. At Chris_Pritch. Cool beans. Who's your favourite person to follow on Instagram? That's not a... Oh, of course it's you, Chris. That's just a like, who else should we be following? Who do we like on Instagram? Sizes. Sizes. Lanterne Rouge, standard. His podcasts have been really good. Him and Benji have got something really good going on there. Sorry, I'm assessing my life while I'm thinking about Lanterne Rouge. He had a big crash as well, bless him. That sounds very bad, Lord, yeah. Absolutely. Ooh, get yourselves in, boys. Oh, that was close. 2 laps to go. Next time we come around here, it's going to be the Bell Lap. Insta memes. I like the sound of that. Let's have a look for me. Who's my favourites to follow? I'm going to go non-cycling as well, right? How do I follow by earliest? Who did I follow first? Swifty was one of the first people I swallowed. I have only ever swallowed him once. And I promised him I'd never do it again. Listen. It's not that kind of relationship. Paul, yeah, James Smith. I absolutely adore James Smith. I think he is... I want to be James Smith's friend. I drop him DMs every now and again, and he likes them, and I'll get a small reply, but he's like a million deep, in he. But I'd really like to be friends with him. Right, who are we following here? Who's a good follow? Who's a good follow? Now, if I'm following you now, you're going to be like... Oh. Don't see much from Cal Crutchlow anymore, do you? Unless I've muted him. No, just a picture of Cav was his last one. Ed Clancy started posting a little bit now. I like Ed. He's a good lad. Connor, but you probably already follow them. I got nothing. Not that no one's interested, but I can't think. Oh my god, their content is next level. Cycling.hub. If you're not done already, follow him. Ooh, decent food pics. Blooming hell, Phil. That sounds nice. You met him a few... Oh yeah, I'd love to meet him. I think we get on. Got a similar sense of humour, I think. Fulford T. Go and follow him if you don't already. Fulford T. I like Mr. Pinko. If you don't follow Mr. Pinko, you probably follow Mr. Pinko. Mr. Pinko. He has some amazing pictures. I don't currently know where he is. I know he works for Alpecin Phoenix a lot. Oh, there he is. He's at the tour at the minute. Brilliant pictures. Brilliant pictures. Also, Leon Van Bon, an ex-professional cyclist who now takes pictures. Leon_Van_Bon. Cracking pictures. Sorry, Dan. I got you. I just couldn't work out if it was meant to say Grenadiers, and then you got it wrong, and then I realised it was Grandies. Yeah. Paul, what are you on about? Will Mark do? Will Mark do for what? Danger home if you're into Megabike Customs. I'm not. Adam Blythe just started a live video. Let's go live with him. Blythe!
Right, I'm here in the tour. Can't get anywhere, so look.
Go on, lad.
That's
Blythe's been good.
I'll see if I can get to... I'm at 250 metres to go on barrier off, so I can't get in.
Can you hear him?
Hold on, look. So this guy here, he's off the back. I think he might get lapped or so. Hold on 1 second. Hi everyone. I've got a lanyard here, but I can't get anywhere.
Not even said hello to me.
What am I doing? I've got off the bikes, we're not allowed round. So I have to wait here. The finish is and you can't get anywhere.
Hey up, Evolved.
I've got to be over there. So I can't get over there. Get a pint ready. I certainly will get a pint ready.
200 people.
Right, I'll raise the race.
200 people are watching him.
Viva la lanyard. Exactly that, mate. Right, they're coming now. Use your money on to win. I hope Cab wins. I really hope he wins. Bradley, no idea where Bradley is. Probably did let Brad through. Probably forced his way through. Jump on the top of the van. I will, Russell. I will. 30 is go. Hello from North Carolina, USA. Hey guys.
Never said hello to me.
Thanks guys. Thanks for the compliments. Have to it. I agree.
He's well gel. He's well gel because he knows that I'm doing a better job. Sat in my house. Right, 8.1 kilometres to go, kids. It's getting exciting. So if Cav doesn't win, who's going to take it? Let me know in the comments down below. Wait, Pro Guides? What's Pro Guides? Companies recorded some courses. Oh, to actually get better at Call of Duty. Listen, I could have Scum play for me and I'd still be crap. That's how crap I am. You ball for happiness, Paul, or ball from sadness because you don't want him... Pardon me, you don't want him to win. Pardon me, I'm so sorry. I've just done a little burpee burp, haven't I? I like having the motorbike down the middle of the road to get that shot. That shot, if you're watching this right now, that shot that they've just cut to as they're going down, such a good shot. Hey up, Nathan. Get in there, Lewis. Go on, Lewis. Who's Lewis? Who's Lewis? Ball from happiness. Yeah. You know what? It is a massive moment. It'll probably be... I can't remember who was... Is that Geraint? I forgot G was still there. Cav is... To say we're 7k away, Cav is about halfway down the peloton. I'm not sure. I'd panic a little bit. I'd panic just a... That's how much I panic. Just that much. What sprinters are even left? Who have we got? Ineos going on the attack. Go on, G. Come on, G. Go on, G. I wonder why he's doing that. He's going for it. He's out of the saddle. He's attacking again. Must be soul destroying when you're going on an attack and you're trying your hardest and someone's sat right on your wheel. It's all going off now. It's all going off now. Serious questions channel. Better to go for a core, kicker or a core? I ain't going over 2k watts, so we're... Phil? If you've got the money and you... Cheers, Gemma. Hey, how weird's that? I've got £2 in my pocket. Thanks for that. Oh no, it's gone. Spent it. Cheers, Gemma. Appreciate that. Thank you. I needed some new ice creams. True, Lord. True that. True that. My fingers are bloody knobs. What you been doing to them, Paddy? Would I go for a kicker or a core? If you've got the money and you're not going to put yourself into debt and you can pay for it there and then, I'd go for a kicker. It's a much more robust version of the core. I like the core, but like I say, much more robust and I believe will last you longer. I've never used the core though. I've only ever used... I don't think I've got a kicker anymore actually. Where did that go? If I had an abundance of money, if Gemma keeps donating enough money, then I would buy a kicker bike. However, with the situation I'm in now, I wouldn't. Situation I'm in now, I'd go to Decathlon and buy a $59.99 turbo trainer. Philipson maybe? Morkov? Nah, I think it's going to be Cav. I think it's going to be Cav. I honestly believe. Look how quickly Cav has made his way up to there. He was halfway down this peloton. There was attacks on, and he still managed to get himself up into about 10th wheel, up around the Arc de Triomphe. Alaphilippe's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 riders left. He's going to have to put himself out into the wind there a little bit. So he's got 4 riders in front of him. Kick a bike still here, Lord. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I like Lanterne Rouge. I can see why a lot of people might not like him, because he is dry. I thought I was dry. Let me add another ad in here. Go and be influenced. I thought I was dry, but that guy takes dry sarcasm to a whole new level. Wout van Aert's up there. Mads Pedersen? Not really done anything. The thing with Wout van Aert, though, he's got a time trial in his legs where he really tried. Cav would have pressed on yesterday, but it'd be a hell of a lot fresher than Wout van Aert. Deceuninck Quickstep are down to 3 riders in front of Cav now, but dropping down under the bridge and then up and out along the Place de la Concorde, then we're through into the Champs-Élysées. No iron. What are you trying to say? Listen, it's not that I need an iron. I always iron my clothes. I needed a white t-shirt because I wanted to wear a white t-shirt, but they've been out on the line all day. And I wasn't going to iron it. So, screw you. Yeah, true, Karina. But I like to think the Brits have a lot of dry humour. Hold on, sorry. I looked at the chart and now shit's hit the fan. We've got Cofidis on the front, followed by Bike Exchange. Michael Matthews, followed by an EF rider, followed by another 2. Cheers, Phil. Is that for the... That's for the iron, to buy myself a new iron. I'll tell you what I do need, a new Hoover. If you want to start a GoFundMe up for a new Hoover, I really need a new Hoover. The one I've got is shit. It makes more dirt than it picks up. Cav's miles down. Cav's miles down. There it is. We've got a Wanty rider up there. Oh, they've made their way back to the front a little bit. But I don't think Cav's on their wheel anymore. I don't think Cav's on their wheel. I think they're currently leading. Where's Cav? I can't see him. Oh, Cav's coming up on the outside. Cav's coming up on the outside. Calm down. Oh, Hoover. I like it. I love a sprint. I love a sprint. I always get nervous, Paul. I'm the same. I always get nervous when a sprint comes. Because I've been there. I know what it's like. Not on the Champs-Élysées, obviously. But it's that anticipation. Am I in the right place? Am I in the right space? Have I got the right wheel? What's going to happen? Are we going to crash? Are we going to survive? I could actually win this. Oh my God, I could actually win this. I can win this if I just set off at the right time. Come on, Cav. He's just biding his time, watching the wheels. Look at him moving off of Wout van Aert's wheel. He realised it was a different wheel he wanted to be on. He's getting himself trapped. It's gonna have to open up for him. If it don't open up for him, he's gonna be screwed. It's not gonna open up for him. He's on Wout van Aert's wheel. Is it gonna open up for him? The sprint hasn't set off yet, but he was trapped. If Wout van Aert sticks to this barrier, he's lost it. Oh, Cav's had to pull up. He's not got it. He's done. He's out. Cav's out. Oh no, he's not. He's out. Hawks. Hawks. Nah, I'm kidding. That's such a shame. But he should have done what I said. He should have listened to your boy. He should have listened to Pritchard. Wout van Aert had a time trial in his legs from yesterday. Yeah, all right. They've all got three weeks in the legs. We need to watch it again. I think. Hey, Kieran. Thank you for the subscription, man. If you've not subscribed to the channel yet and you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We've got some great quality content. We went and filmed a video this morning. That's coming out later this week. We've got more car park comms coming as well at the end of the week, hopefully, as well as a roundup of the Tour de France tomorrow. We'll find out how Tadej Pogacar won the Tour. Right, currently watching the overhead. Cav. A Cav from 10 years ago would have gone for that gap. We're looking over the peloton. Wout van Aert leads it out, right? I think it's Philipsen goes a long way around the outside, comes back to try and get on Wout van Aert's wheel. Wout van Aert leaves a sizable gap. Sizable. As a sprinter, that's sizable. For Cav, he can fit through that, right? He can fit through it. 10 years ago, he would have gone straight through it. But you can see he checks because he overlapped his wheel. So Wout van Aert's here. He's overlapped his wheel on the left-hand side. And really what he should have done is rushed that gap, gone down on the left-hand side and hugged that barrier and hoped to God that Wout van Aert didn't come close him down. But Wout van Aert held an impeccable line, right? So Cav checked himself, eased back, got his wheel from behind of Wout van Aert and then wanted to cut across to the right, thinking Philipsen was the wheel to follow. But then he just stalled his sprint. All he needed to do was commit. All he needed to do was commit down that left-hand side. And he went and then stopped and then checked, tried to go around the other side. And yeah. He went down the left and he thought about it. He thought about it, and you could see exactly what he did. He started to go and went, actually, no, I'll go this. Oh, it's too late now. I'm surprised at that. I thought that was going to be a bit of a closer finish for Cav, but hey, he equalled Eddie Merckx. I think it might potentially be serendipitous that he's managed to equal it but not beat it. And I think I'm not sure he'll ever get a chance again. I don't know. Maybe. It was a great sprint finish, though. It was a great finish towards the end. Yeah, Matthews was very classy, Karina. Very classy. And Cav didn't look too disappointed afterwards when he saw that man. What's he called? Matthews. Yeah, Lord, a little bit, but hey, them's the breaks, as Paddy says, yeah. True, Lord, yeah. Exactly, yeah. It's still the story of the Tour, though. You've got to say that nothing has really captured the imagination, especially for us Brits, like Cavendish's comeback. One of the most boring, and forgive me if you disagree, one of the most boring tours I've seen in terms of general classification. You had to look at the polka dot jersey for the competition. You had to look at the green jersey for the competition. You had to look at Cav trying to take those victories, and then who out of the breaks were going to stick away and get their victories for their teams. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ineos Grenadiers didn't take a stage victory. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right? I'm always right. Nice one, Phil. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Wash the bikes? What do you mean wash the bikes? Wash the bikes? Be off with that. Go on. Always, Lord. Exactly, Keats. I was talking to Lantern actually, and he said that it was like GC's done, and GC is the battle that people want to see first and foremost. They want to see who's going to take the victory of the Tour de France. Now, let me put this question to you: the Egan Bernal that we saw in 2019 of the Tour de France, 2019, 2019, 2019, 2019, and the Egan Bernal of 2021 Giro against Tadej Pogacar here. Obviously, Pogacar seems to be a much better time trialist. But could they have had a closer battle? Listening to Wout van Aert. True, Lord. Hey, Bartha.
Right, hold on, he's coming down. How do I turn the camera around on this thing? Finishes a little bit downhill, everyone.
Blythe's still talking. I'm not listening to him. So Wout van Aert takes the victory, right? Wout van Aert takes the victory. Not really a sprinter against one of the fastest sprinters in the world. Well, a few of the fastest sprinters in the world. Philipsen, Cav, Philipsen, Matthews, Greipel, Colbrelli. He is really a special specimen, isn't he, Wout van Aert? Really is pretty amazing. To have won a time trial yesterday, to win a time trial yesterday and sprint. I don't know if he was crying there. I don't know if Nairo Quintana was having a little bit of a tear fest there. Bradley Wiggins looking like an absolute youth. What's Wiggo saying? Not pure out and out sprinters, Lord, but neither's Wout van Aert. But what I'm saying is, you should not see a time trialist come in here and being able to do what he just did. Then that was kind of my point. Bernie Eisel, what an amazing rider! Oh, very good presenter. Such a nice. He seems like such a nice guy, though. Excuse me, guys. Hello. Yeah, you. No, just watching the tour. Just streaming. Yeah, we went out and filmed some videos this morning. Yeah, it weren't too bad. We were out early, so it weren't too bad. And I was only out for an hour, so it weren't too bad. I'm not. No, I had cereals. I'm just gonna go and cook some tea now. Oh yeah, you said you were gonna make one, yeah. Why not? Ooh. Was it spicy? Oh, you will be in this. I know. Yeah, sound. Yeah, they were. Yeah, yeah. She fell asleep in car, but yeah, she was all right. Okay. Oh, did he? What? So Dad took him early. Oh right. Oh cool. Was she? Oh blooming hell. No, yeah. I was reading on Twitter, but now he is though, right? Because everyone's. Yeah, I know. What a dickhead. All right. Yeah. I'll text you about Tuesday because I don't know what time kickoff is yet. So, but I'll try and get over. All right. See you later. Bye bye. Bye. Sorry guys. Live streaming and me chatting to my mother. Join me again tomorrow. I'll phone the gas man. What's there to be said? I don't think anything else needs to be said. I think we can all go now and enjoy the rest of our evenings. It wasn't Nancy Lord. I think despite the fact that GC seemed to be over about a week ago, this was a great tour. Maurice, I think there's always subplots within the Tour de France, and each stage you can almost take as a... Cheers, WM, Betchil. Cheers, WM. Thanks for the subscription. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Sublime button. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, she said hello, Lord. She was thinking about you earlier. She said actually. So you've got all those subplots of teams needing to get in breaks, teams wanting to take stage victories, riders, individuals all wanting to take stage victories as well. And with the fact that the GC was almost over, it gave it a new lease of life in terms of what was expected or how it was going to roll now, because UAE didn't need to worry too much about working because they knew it was done. And there was a bigger battle going for the podium. So they essentially could sit back a little bit, and you don't often see that from a team that's got the yellow jersey, that they can just ease up a little bit and allow the other teams, like we saw with Ineos Grenadiers. I think the biggest, a couple of the biggest storylines was obviously Vingegaard. He was brought in to replace someone. Tell me, I can't remember who he replaced. He replaced someone very, very last minute. He went on to nearly win the. I mean, had it not been for Pogacar, he would have won the tour. He would have won the tour, and he would have taken home the that jersey that's coloured the same as my T-shirt. So that was a big story, and obviously Roglic going out. Duma who? Fingerguard. Yeah, it works. It works, buddy. Roglic going out. How different would have Jumbo's overall tour been? I mean, it looked like a disaster for them, but like looking back now, a couple of stage victories, time trial victory, winning on the Champs-Élysées, Vingegaard holding on to that white jersey for the majority of the time, even though he was holding it for Pogacar, second on the podium still, which, I mean, Roglic probably would have been there. So was it a bad tour after all for them, even though they lost their main GC contender? I'd say not. I'd say it was a decent tour for them in the end. Way better than Ineos's. And you got Carapaz third on the podium, but didn't take a stage victory. G didn't really fire on all cylinders either, due to his injuries. But even with those injuries, how far would he have gone? Was he capable of mixing it with the boys at the top? Hey up, Jonathan. Oh, Gordon Dumoulin. Tom's brother. Tom Dumoulin. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Roglic will definitely be going for Olympic road race. So we might have a watch through Olympics, but it's going to be stupid o'clock in the morning. But I'm not sleeping at the minute anyway. So, hey, let's get involved. Let's get it mixer. Maurice, absolutely. That was the thing. He would, although it did get a bit. What's the word I'm looking for? Not tight, but there was. It did start to get a little bit grippy. That's the word I'm looking for those GC contenders. But there was no one that could pummel Pogacar the way he needed it. Remember seeing, was it Adam or Simon Yates at the Tour of, was it the UAE Tour or the Tour of Dubai or and they were on that last climb and there was them two together and Yates was just punching him in the face, just saying, just come on, let's go. And he answered everything. And I think had there been an absolutely on fire Roglic, an on fire Geraint, an on fire Yates, I still don't think they would have been able to, unless one of them said to the other two, I'm willing to take fourth place here just to get this guy off the podium. So let's all attack, and we will eventually get this kid off the top step. Yeah, I'm sure it was Adam. I think you're right, because it was the Ineos kit, weren't it? Karina, I'm always up at stupid o'clock. You just don't see it. I'd love just for one night just to get a nice night's sleep. Like go to bed at 10 o'clock, wake up at 7 and feel fandabby-dozy. Not feel like I've been hit by an Arctic lorry. Why are they called Arctics? Why are those massive trucks called Arctic lorries? Is it because normally they're freezers? Is that what it is? They're normally freezer trucks. Articulated lorry, thank you. Cheers, Keatsy. Bringing education to the stream. Bringing education to the masses. To all 15 of us. It might be able to, as if guy's got a softer punch than Milo. I'd spark him out. He wouldn't even know what hit him. Talking of which, Gem, I need to go and get another one, I think. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back at some point with another watch along. As I said, videos coming up this week. Got WTF from the Tour de France. How Tadej Pogacar won the Tour de France, or how everybody else lost it. We've got another car park com coming. We've also got a test video. We're making a test video. We found a video that had lots of views from a person who has half the amount of subscribers I've got. In a bit, Paddy. But the video has got some serious views. So we're going to make a very similar video. Because there's something's currently happening with my YouTube. I don't know if it's because I'm swearing too much, where I'm not putting out enough content, whether the content's not as good as it used to be, whether the new little bit of branding has changed things. But whatever, we've gone from a consistent amount of subscribers daily, like a fucking metronome, even when there's no content. I knew I was going to get that amount of subs, right? I knew we were going to get that amount of views. It's fallen off a cliff. If anything, we're losing subscribers on this channel. It makes no sense whatsoever. Now, I'm not saying how dare I not have more subs, because it is what it is. But when you see that, no, not getting the views. Not getting the views. Not compared to what we used to get. It's absolutely crippled me. And I don't know why. Like, if I knew why, we'd be able to answer these questions. Swift streams do need to return. But again, they don't get the views that we need. They don't get the subscriptions that we need. But hey, maybe this is the calm before the storm. Maybe this is my moment where it all goes a little bit quiet. Then all of a sudden, maybe I just need to go and cheat on Zwift. Maybe I need to go and do some EPO. I don't know if that's how you take EPO. That's injections. Don't know. Maybe Karina, yeah, and it's hot. What do you mean filler content? What are you trying to say, Lord? Ain't no filler here. It's all killer. Yeah, maybe, Lord, maybe that's the case. But I don't want to be a Zwift man. I like the Zwift through the winter, but I don't want to be a Zwift man. I want to create entertaining. Well, the video we're trying to make next is literally just going to be a sitcom. Oh, the reaction videos. That was less filler and more trying to see how trends work with the channel. Do you know what? If Zwift Rants got 100,000 views every single stream, I'd be streaming all summer. They are entertaining, Keatsy, but very niche. And as much as I want to keep you all entertained, I also need to build out the channel. We need to build it out to a wider audience, more views, more subs, more opportunities to go to brands and brands to come to us and say, here's some money to go make a slightly higher quality video. Higher quality videos produce greater reach in turn should produce more views. More views should produce more subscribers. Channel explodes. Chris becomes as big as PewDiePie. I can actually buy a house. Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt. I'm off to go and live in Barbados. Yes. No, I think you're right, Lord. I think you're right. Definitely a lack of consistency, but holy shit. The fact that there is any content coming out at some moments in my life makes me quite proud of myself and the team that we've got working. Yeah. Nice one, Maurice. That's what we're trying to do, Maurice. We're trying to keep. We're not trying to keep everyone happy, but yeah, we're using maybe Gemma. Maybe I've stopped using that thing. Obviously, you've got to kind of. It's difficult, but I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody's input. I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate every single comment that ever comes in, whether that's live comments or on videos. I appreciate all the support that you give me, even if you don't feel like it's support. Nice one, Lord. We appreciate that. I think what me and Louis have got going on at the minute is pretty good, and we just need to just keep working on that, get more of those videos out. I think we've got quite a fun and dynamic approach to what we're trying to do, and we're always open to ideas. Hey, listen, if you've got a good idea that you think you'll that will pop as a video, then jot it down, let me know. And all the ad revenue I make on it, I'll keep for myself. Thanks for watching. Lime and Sublime. I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Glad you've enjoyed the tour, and glad you enjoyed the watch-alongs. It's been an app. I'm kidding. I was going to cough. In a bit, everyone. Peace. Now listen to some royalty-free French music. Whoosh.